Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events from around the world. I'm your host, Barbara, and I'm excited to share today's top stories with you. We're starting off with a look at the UK, where the Labour Party is facing a potential leadership crisis. According to recent reports, there are growing concerns about Prime Minister Keir Starmer's ability to lead the party effectively, with some MPs expressing doubts about his leadership style and policy decisions. The situation has been further complicated by the rise of challenger parties, including the Greens and Nigel Farage's Reform UK. With the UK facing significant economic challenges, including a budget deficit of £153 billion, there are worries that the current government may not be equipped to make the tough decisions needed to address these issues. As we explore this story further, it's clear that the UK is at a crossroads, with many wondering if a change in leadership could provide a fresh start, or if it would simply lead to more instability. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments in the UK and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. It's also worth noting that this situation bears some similarities to the leadership spills we've seen in Australia, where changes in leadership have often failed to provide the desired stability or solutions to underlying problems. As one commentator noted, new faces are not enough to fix old problems, highlighting the need for a more nuanced approach to addressing the complex challenges facing the UK. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're taking a closer look at the sudden demise of Spirit Airlines, which has left thousands of passengers stranded and wondering what's next. The airline's decision to cease operations was reportedly due to the recent surge in fuel prices resulting from the US-Israeli war with Iran. This unexpected move has not only affected travelers but also the company's employees, who are now facing an uncertain future. To provide some clarity on the situation, Spirit Airlines has announced that most customers who had their flights canceled will receive a full, automatic refund if they purchase their tickets directly through the airline. However, those who booked through third-party travel providers will need to request a refund through the provider. Additionally, fees for checked baggage, Wi-Fi, and other add-ons will also be refunded. It's worth noting that some airlines, including Delta, JetBlue, Southwest, and United, are offering concessions to Spirit passengers who have had their flights canceled. These airlines are capping ticket prices for similar routes, providing some relief to affected travelers. Nevertheless, the situation remains complex and many questions remain unanswered, particularly regarding outstanding lost baggage and the fate of free Spirit points. As the situation continues to unfold, it's essential to stay informed and up to date on the latest developments. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story and providing updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, affected passengers can visit Spirit Airlines' support page or contact their claims agent for assistance. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we close out today's show, I want to bring to your attention a developing story that has significant human rights implications. Reports are emerging from Iran of the execution of 3 men who were convicted over their involvement in protests that took place in January. According to Iranian authorities, Mehdi Rasooli, Mohammad Reza Miri, and Ibrahim Dolatabadi were put to death for their roles in unrest in the eastern city of Mashhad. These executions are part of a larger wave of hangings that have been carried out by Iranian authorities in recent weeks, with rights groups denouncing them as a bid to instill fear in society amidst international and domestic tension. The protests in question began in December, sparked by grievances over the cost of living, but intensified into nationwide rallies against the Islamic Republic. It's essential to note that human rights organizations have expressed deep concern over these executions, describing those killed as political prisoners who were sentenced after unfair trials. The international community is being urged to respond decisively to this wave of executions, with Amnesty International stating that the world must not stand idly by while Iranian authorities continue to escalate the arbitrary execution of political dissidents and protesters. Iran is recognized as the world's most prolific executioner after China, with at least 1,639 people hanged in 2025 alone. The situation underscores the critical need for continued vigilance and action from the global community to protect human rights and prevent further injustices. As we conclude this segment, it's crucial for us to remember the importance of fair trials, human rights, and the rule of law. The situation in Iran serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by individuals and communities around the world who are fighting for their rights and freedoms. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.